Hello everybody and welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 9, our modded series here on the channel, bringing you some more fantastic software action here on GotNext Gaming. We are taking a look now at the company as a whole. We've been doing some moves here. Last we left off, we had just released one OS 2, and we have one logic that's now currently in design and production, development, and everything else, and all of that stuff. We are working on deals as well. We have a couple of hosting deals, a couple of printing jobs that we are working on. And then we went ahead and we did some new teams as well. So, well, not new teams, but one new team. So we have one new team here. It's the Innovators team. The purpose of this team is to do the design work for us. We're going to hire a bunch of designers. They're going to be design only. They're going to do design deals for us, and they're going to do the design of our software. That's going to then be moved off to the core team, which we are now going to rename. Our core team consists of 13 folks. We're going to rename that team right now. We're going to stick to the whole, I don't know. We're going to stick to the whole Latin theme, right? So let's do that. Add Opus is going to be the name of that team, which means to work. So to work. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to be working. Carpe Facto is our support team. That is take action. And Innovatus is like innovation or design or however you want to put that realistically. So we have some exciting stuff going on here today. Oh, and as far as Innovatus goes, let's take a look at the employees. We only have one, and it's Jack One Up, one of our subscribers and viewers here on the channel. Has been supporting my Software Inc. series, and I appreciate that. He is now a lead, as I promised. Anybody else out there who's watching the videos wants to be a lead on the team here, by all means, let me know in the comments below. I will add you in next time I add in more leaders. I do have to add in leaders for Carpe Facto and marketing. And Opus is going to be led by me. That's going to be my guy right there, and One Way Artist. He's going to become a lead on this team at some point, and we're going to add a artist to that team. So we will see how that goes for us. So right now we are working still on the development of one logic. Let's get a quick review of this. It's got almost 40,000 lines of code. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's have so nobody's here for Innovator. So just add the at Opus team, take a look at it and see what they come away with, and we'll speed that up a bit there. We want to take a look at the distribution channel here. There are no print orders in there. They're good. That means we've finished all the print jobs, and I'm sure there's a few more for us to do at this point. So let's just slow it down quickly. Take a look here. They want 5 million copies. They want 156 by November. We could do that. We'll accept that. And they want 87 cents. Oh, I didn't realize it was 15 cents. I don't like taking them if they're under 20 cents. It's kind of one of my rules, and I didn't follow it there. These guys can definitely get their copies at 87 cents for sure. And then here's Print for Tiger 6. They want 5 million by... Yeah, we'll eventually up all of our printing capacities and stuff like that to keep those deals going. Because as we look at it here, when we take a look, deals make us a fair amount of money. So about 700,000, averaging 717,000. That kind of pays the bills, basically. Pays the bills, pays everybody, and makes us a nice little nifty profit as well. So we are making pretty good money off of software right now. A couple $1 million there, here and there as we go. But yeah, we definitely want to get those deals going too, and that's what the Innovators team is going to be all about. Right now, our team member here on Innovators should be out for training. He's getting HR training, I believe, and he's going to hire the team that we want. And he's going to handle all that stuff. We're going to let him do it. It's not going to be by us. Reviews are at 12 here. We're coming into 7 a.m. of March. We sold 1.1 million copies of MacOS. And it looks like calculate all the things. Our calculator software did about 50,000. So the idea behind this here of doing this Innovators team is that they're going to design software that's going to be up next for the at Opus team to kind of develop at that point once it's all set and done. And that's how we're going to do that. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to and keeping an eye on it. We won't be able to automate that in any way. It's going to have to be us kind of transferring it over. For the time being, on it to do something a little bit different here. It's kind of why I did that. Just something a little different. So you can see the floors here. They're kind of all looking the same right now. I just kind of copied them all up and down this way. we can kind of get those done. But let's take a look at room labels, because I know I labeled some of these rooms. So leader for innovators, Carpe Facto, Ad Opus, and marketing all have their offices. This is the innovators design team room. They're going to be working out of that office right there. Nice little spot that we built them for themselves, and we can accommodate, I believe we can accommodate 7 people in there. Yeah, 7 people we can accommodate in that room. So the reviews are moving up here, and it looks like marketing on One OS 2 is taking a bit of a hit there. Went down to 500,000. Is that right? Under 500,000 widespread. Jeez, it's not what we want to see. And that's 74,000 still. So that's doing decently. Let's take a look at the reviews for this and see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's awful. Audio and system are just terrible right now. All right, some work to do on that, that's for sure. And we knew that. We knew that coming in. We're going to have to do that kind of work. And we're okay with that. So let's take a look here. And let's think about what we want to do going forward. Slow it down for a second. Let's see if I have HR options yet. Did this guy come in? No, he did not. He's not in yet. So let's take a look at the employee list. Let's see where he is. He's currently in class. I forget when he's coming back, but should be soon, because we're into April now. It's February, March, April. I forgot when I hired him, but once it was when I hired him, probably February. But he should be coming along soon, hopefully. And now we got to take a look at what's going on with One OS here. One OS 2, I should say. They got plenty of copies in stock. It is just not hitting as hard as One OS did, that's for sure. And I wonder why. It's a great operating system, still great. Builds on the last one with a few features here and there. I'd expect more out of this for sure. Maybe we let the marketing go for a little bit. Let them do their thing. They're spending $100,000. That's going to be almost to a point where it's unavoidable. And that's kind of what we want. We want the operating system to be unavoidable. That's $400,000 again. And it's just not hitting as hard. Calculator things is kind of dropping a little bit too. We got to get these teams back in here is what we got to do. So there's my lead. There he is. There's Jack One Up. He is back. So we're going to slow this thing down. We're going to come in here. We're going to go into HR options. We can hire 7 people. So we're going to enable that. We're going to do a budget of $100,000, not $6,800, because then I wasn't able to hire anybody. We're going to force the role. We want 7 designers. Hands down, 7 designers, young as they can be, younger than that, down to 20. Educate all the things. And then we want training to happen at a 2 per clip. So, because a design team typically has to be about 4 or 5 to work, to be effective. So we can take 2 of them out, and when they get to the 7 that are fully trained, then we'll be in an awesome shape. So we'll watch that. That should happen in a minute. Should go up to about 8, and there it goes. Yes, and we're at 174% compatibility, which is fantastic. We take a look at their effectiveness. Let's take a look at some skills here. Lead skills 100%, which we knew. And then design skill is, he doesn't have much design skill. Well, that's fine. He'll learn. And then these guys are all in the 80s, which is fantastic. 190% person. And they're all in a pretty decent range as far as age goes. So that is cool stuff. Now what we're going to do is this. We want to design another calculator software. And we eventually want to design another operating system too. We don't want to wait too long on that. But we definitely want to do that. So let's see what we got for deals here. That's 4 million, 5 million. 5 million, that's not going to work. There's a design deal here that's due by July. Doesn't give us enough time to really work on it. Let's not do that. So let's go design our own software right now. So we're going to design the next version of our calculator. So calculator software, let's do that. It's going to be, it's going to have all the stuff on it that the last one had, plus then some. Oh, wait, no, we're not going to original IP. We're going to go to calculate all the things because it was an outstanding quality. And it's, you know what? I think it's doing pretty darn good for a calculator software that sold for $65, you know, 44,000 units. I mean, I'm not going to be upset about that. It's not anything, you know, octal mode. Let's put that in there. I'll put everything we possibly can in there. Needs 2 designers. We have more than enough for that. So let's put this on the hosting server. We're going to eventually fix that as well. Product name should be calculate all the things 2, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be what that is. We're going to call it cat like that. So calculate is capitalized. All the is going to be lowercase, and then the capital T for things. So it's going to be that, and it's going to be cat2. That's going to be the new calculator software. We're going to shorten the name of it because that's kind of long and ridiculous, really, when you think about it. So let's go add some operating systems in there. Let's take a look at the most active ones first. Door OS 4 is just blowing things up, and OS 2 has only got 5,000. We should go all the way down to OS 1, I guess. We'll go. OS 1's still got 381 people on it, which is amazing if you ask me. After all of these years, from 1974, 6 years later, it's got it going on. And then OS 2 is just, 79 is just not doing what I expected it to do. I expected so much more out of that. It's kind of disappointing at this point. Hopefully it catches on a little bit. I mean, I want to know, how do I get to these guys here? We're at widespread of marketing. Maybe I need to go a little bit higher. I figured it'd be unavoidable at this point, but I guess not. Anyway, I need this list for my my softwares that I'm gonna pick. All right, let's do it. Boom, go for it. Develop that. Just develop it. And hold on, we're gonna go to 0 here, and this is not gonna go to add OS. Odd OS. We're gonna go to Innovatus. They're gonna do the design work for cat2. Cat2, there we go. All right, let them get to work on that. And they should be working on that. I hope. Oops. I'm going downstairs. And where are they? Did they leave for the day? I think they left for the day. They leave at 4 o'clock. The design team doesn't work too hard. They don't have long hours like the Ad Opus team does. So that's that. Let's see what the OS 1 OS 2 does in our next day. Widespread. That's gotta be changed. We gotta fix that. Do I up the marketing? I mean, I got plenty of money. I'm very tempted to do so. We're at 400,000 now. Okay. Nowhere to park for our employees, or I mean our couriers, which is not good. What is distribution doing at this point? We have nothing in distribution. Okay. So let's take a look at some deals here. And these print jobs are just way too much for us to handle at this point. We'll eventually get there to kind of get that along a little bit further, but not right now. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up. I'm going to see if the design team can get in here and do their thing, I hope. I hope. Yeah, they're pounding away. They are pounding away. Look at them go. That is a thing of beauty. Jack called out sick, though, so we have no lead for today. I think what we're going to do is take the next floor. We're going to turn it into a meeting room. And boom, promote that. And they're not going to do any more work. They're going to stop, so it doesn't even matter if I move it over right away or not, because they don't do anything else other than design work, obviously. So let's give that to Ad Opus and let them work on that along with OneLogic, which we're going to review that. We're going to do an outsource review this time. We're at 180,000 lines of code. So we should be able to get a good idea what it looks like now. So we're up to a 5.2. That's better, much better. I mean, I don't know how crazy do we want to go for our first, audio tool. I think we go all out for it, if you ask me. That's kind of what I want to see. I want to see it roll all out and go really strong on that. And this guy is, we're going to wait and see what happens with that. So 243,000. Jeez. Widespread. I don't know. Maybe I up the marketing. Do I up the marketing on this? What do I do? Calculate all the things still selling 35,000 a month. The marketing for One OS is widespread. Let's go. Just put a 0 in here and let's see what happens over the next couple of months. Let's let them market as much as they possibly want, as much as they possibly can as a team. Let's see what happens with that, because that's just, I mean, it's making money, but that's disappointing. I expected so much more out of that. Let's slow down and take a look at some deals here. Design. They want it by June of 1981. That's not going to take us that long to do. Design a game by June of 82. My gosh. They're giving us plenty of time to work on that, aren't they? I guess they want it as a really super quality. So let's go ahead and see how long it takes us to do it. Let's give it a shot, right? They want it by June of '82. We've got 2 years to work on that thing. 11,000 a day. Let's see how that works out for us. Let's see what that does for us. 23 months left, right? They're not in the building. It's 9 a.m. They should be here soon. Or oh no, they're on vacation. That's right. It's July. I forgot about that. So most of everybody's on vacation except for marketing. The marketing team is not on vacation, and they are working away. Hopefully they can turn this around for us. They turned that around there. They're doing pretty good with that, so we're not going to be upset about that at all. Print job for source scope is 486 by 81. Yep, we could do that. 468,000 by all means. We'll take that. We need the deals, man. We need the deals. I want more hosting deals is what I want to see. That would be super if we could. See, it's dropping down a little bit because we haven't had many print deals. So the print deals are doing us pretty decent. Way it's looking anyway. So we'll have to wait for that to happen, start happening next month. System and algorithm, so we'll see how that works out. How that pans out for us. And we got these two pieces of software working away. We're going to wait a little bit before we start working on One OS 3. Don't want to go crazy on it. I don't want to kill them, you know? Because they got enough to work on right now. And it's still down 255. Not doing any more. Let's see what that happens with that marketing once it starts to go up. They're working on their development now. This is something we're going to have to keep an eye on too. Like I said, it's going to be one of those things where it's like once it gets done, they're going to stop working on the development stage of it, which is fine. And we got to keep an eye so that we know that we switch that stuff over when it does happen. Let's get this over onto our server. I don't think it's on a server. That should help it a little bit with development anyway. And get it up there as far as quality goes. Skate tricks in space. We're going to finish this in 1 month. That is redonkulous. We need a smaller design team. We need them working on more stuff. We have 22 months to work on this thing. Oh, no, they're going to go home. They're leaving. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let it work like that. We want a couple months out of that. We want to make some money there. I mean, that's ridiculous. They're making more than that to do that work. I mean, it's not even paying the bills $11,000 a day. It's just something to keep money coming in instead of, you know, going out. A lot of money going out anyway. 260,000 now. Oh man, and something's got to be done with that. Maybe we should work on the marketing team here a little bit. Let's get back down here to marketing. Where is marketing? That is marketing. Anyone. And this is my core team. Maybe what we do is we split this floor up, make a meeting room on one side. And why is he up there? He's working. This is gonna be, yeah. You need to go downstairs, dude. And what? You guys got plenty of room downstairs. I don't understand. What's going on? Why not use the computers down here? There's 7 of them. I don't get it. They're upstairs. Yeah, so we're going to change that room around. As soon as everybody leaves for the day, we're going to change it around. Marketing is up to 84,000. We can't quite hit 100,000, huh? So we got to make a bigger marketing team. What we're going to do is we're going to knock this out, and we're going to make a marketing team up here, get us a lot more people. I don't know, we'll turn that into a lounge downstairs maybe, and then this will be a meeting room for us, and we'll keep all that stuff in there the way it is. And yeah, so let's do that. Slow it down. Let's go into build mode, and let's get in here and do our thing. So I might transition ahead from this so I don't bore you guys with all the details of me building this, and I can kind of concentrate on what I got to do anyway. So, all right, so we're back, and we've done some work here. We kind of did a little bit of things changing around here. So we went ahead and we moved the teams around. Like I said, I wanted to make the marketing team bigger, and I did so. I think it made a difference. We'll take a look at that in a second. We slow things down here for a hot second. This is now our new lounge. It's kind of sparse. It's got a couple couches over here. Let's show you that. Coffee machine and an espresso machine and a couple of couches. Kind of sparse for now. I'll add a TV in here, maybe a couple other couches somewhere down the road. Leaving that sparse as it is. This is still the Carpe Facto team, which we are going to increase at some point. I don't think we really have to, though. They're doing a pretty solid job with just the 3 of them working okay. We kept this area pretty much the same. Going upstairs, we move this. This is still core, and this is still our canteen. And then here, we made the change on this floor. We put marketing here instead. We moved it around so that we could fit 9 desks in there. and fitted it nicely. And then we put the meeting team here. I kind of wanted to put it here instead of all the way up this way. It's kind of in between everybody. I thought about that for a split second. I said, let me move it around and, you know, whatever, and I'll put it between everybody. And then the next floor, I put the leaders up here instead, move them over, and then I put the Innovatus team in this room here. So the leaders are all here in their offices, and they should be higher up anyway, right? You get the office with the view and the penthouse and blah, blah, blah. Top floor, all that stuff, right? So we added to the marketing team. We added 9 marketers total, I believe, at this point. And it looks like the marketing on OneOS 2 has helped tremendously. I put it to unlimited budget, so they're going over 100,000 now. We did 1.5 million last month, 1.7. The month before this, we actually did 2.5, so it's actually starting to catch on and starting to gain some momentum. Hopefully, that's what we needed there. Is a little bit better marketing to get that rolling there, and then maybe that'll start doing something for us. Because, like I said, it was a little bit of a disappointment compared to this guy here who's pulled 139,000 and still has active users on it, believe it or not. And calculate all the things, looks like it's about done. I stopped the marketing on that, so the marketing says sparse on it. I did stop the marketing on it because it dropped down to about 5,000 before I stopped marketing, and that was that. But this here looks like it's about ready to go. Let's do one more quick review for OneLogic before we go ahead and release that. That was an outsourced review. Let's see what they have to say about it. After we release OneLogic, we're going to probably put a cut in here and pick it up next time to see what we get. And everything's looking pretty good. 8.1. I think I'm happy with that. I think I want to leave it at that. I think I'm going to be pretty happy with that. 80% accuracy. So let's slow things down here. And let's promote it to beta. We're going to promote it to beta. We're going to let them work on that for a little while. And we're going to mark it. We're just going to announce the release date. So, not February. We want 1, 2, 3. Everybody goes on vacation in July, right? So let's take a look at this for a hot second and figure this out. So everybody goes on vacation in July. So maybe we release it in August. Let them work on bugs for a little while to get that out of that. I wonder if we should increase the Carpe Facto team and make them the bug team instead. When we get it up to beta, they can work on the bugs because obviously they're our support team, so they're working on bugs anyway. Increase the Carpe Facto team. That might be an idea going forward as well. We'll have to think about that a little bit for sure. I'm going to definitely think about that. We have HR options here. I sent one of my marketing people out for training so that they can get lead of the marketing team. And then I think I have to put that person into the lead role, don't I? Yes, she's at work. So she has 163% lead. I was hoping for better than that. You know what? Let's send her out for HR education anyway. At 63%, it's fine. We'll leave it there. We'll start her HR education, then we'll send her back out for lead education. I was hoping for much better than that as far as that goes. But whatever. It is what it is. So this is now in beta. And we're going to say we're releasing this in August, right? That's what we wanted to do. August of 81. Not December of 82, but August of 81. So we'll announce the release date of it. We have 6 months. Yep, that's fine. 6 months to work on it. We were more than happy with that. This should be out the door. Our print job should be out the door by the end of day tomorrow, which is March, which is perfect timing for that to kind of happen for us because we needed that to get out the door. We have a hosting job for delegation. Oh, yeah. Delegation Suite 5. We'll take it. $279. We're hurting for hosting deals. They're offering us less than they did the last time. I wonder if they're not happy with our hosting. I don't know. But anyway, they'll probably be dropping that one soon, I'm sure. Let's take a look at our servers while we have a hot second here. And we kind of have everything working on that as it stands. So, yeah, it's 21% load. That's fine. It's nothing to worry about, really. We are probably going up to the bigger servers soon anyway. So it's not too bad of a deal. We'll take on a design for a new another operating system, 83. We got plenty of time to work on that for Innovatus. Yep, get to work on that. They have 31 months. Kind of like working operating systems for other companies because, not for nothing, I think that might make us look better down the road when we design our next operating system, OneOS 3, which will be coming up very soon. As soon as I release OneLogic and Cat 2, I think I'm going to start working on, or at least when I release OneLogic, I'll get the design team to start working on OneOS 3. I don't want to go too far out, maybe every 3 years or so. Try to release it every 3 years. If we can get into that ballpark, that would be nice. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so let's get this going, and I will flip it to when we actually get OneLogic to release, and we can see what it does, and then we will put an end to the episode there. All right, we're back, and we are about to release OneLogic. First of all, we're going to take a look at marketing on OneOS 2 here. OneOS 2 is just tanked again, and I don't know what happened. I dropped down the marketing to about 50,000 on it. It's just not doing what it's supposed to. It did make more profit than OneOS, only because I think of the sale price of it, $375 to $120. Maybe that hurt us, was the sale price was way too high, but it had just about every feature that's available. Did not sell near the units I was hoping they would sell. Just less than half so far of what OneOS did, the original operating system. Not too thrilled about that. However, OneLogic here has a whole bunch of followers and it's looking really good. We're going to hit the release on that right now. And we're going to let them do it. Yes, we're going to go to marketing. And we're going to give them a $100,000 budget. We're going all in on this one as well. We think that's going to do good. We do want to get some physical copies. I did not start printing any because I had a print job going. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take the chance of it. Let's just order 200,000 copies and have them here. We'll spend 400,000 on it. That's a lot of copies. Let's see what happens with it. Hopefully that works. We have a reach of 1.8 million. So we'll see how that goes for us. And then maybe we'll think about starting to port this over. So we're going to set the support to Carpe Facto, of course, like we always do. And they are now at Opus is working on the bugs for Cat 2. So that's looking pretty good too. We did another outsource review of that one. Looks pretty good. We're probably going to release that one, I'd say, the beginning of next year. Try to get as many bugs out of there as possible. Let's develop these softwares pretty good before we go crazy trying to do anything with them. There is a print job in here. Do we want it? November. We can do it. We can definitely do that one by November. That is fine. These guys here wanted like 5 million copies, and it's just not going to happen. We just don't have that kind of team right now. But anyway, while we're doing that, let's start the development of our next operating system, and let's see what we can get out of it, right? We're going to do everything we possibly can on it. I don't know if it's going to be any different than the last one. Let's see, original IP. OneOS 2 was great. We want to build on that. So it's not any different than the last one. So maybe we should wait until some new features unlock. 93, 85, 83, 85, 2000. 91, 84, HD audio 88. So we have 3D rendering in 83, so maybe we should just wait for it? Or do we want to release another one now and start working on another one now? Maybe just work on it just for kicks and giggles, because obviously the last one did not work out to the way we wanted it to. We're going to go ahead and drop the price of this one to about say 65. Let's go 265. That sounds like a good one. Let's put this on the hosting server for now, until we get that hosting, until we get those servers fixed up. So 9 programs, 4 designers, 1 artist. We got all of that. We're in good shape as far as that goes. The designers on the Carpe Facto team are probably not, on the At Opus team are probably doing nothing at this point. I never thought about that, being that I created a design team to just handle the design of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, and we may think about moving the designers out of there altogether, because this design team is doing quite well. So we'll leave At Opus without designers and just have programmers and artists. More room for programmers is what it comes down to. It's kind of what I want anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start developing that software, and they're going to be working on it for us right away. It's going to be good stuff, I think. I hope. Yep, they're working on the audio. It's coming up pretty quickly. It's going to be good. We don't want to overdevelop this one, though. We got to be very careful. And then we're going to see what OneLogic does for us here in the first month. We had a good, decent amount of followers. We're hoping for big things for that one. I think it could do quite well for us. I also stopped the marketing of the calculator. I think I already knew that, though. I think I said that the last time around. I'm sure I'm probably repeating myself. As I'm waiting for stuff to happen here, it kind of happens. But we're going to see what OneLogic does, our audio tool, in its first month. We're coming to the end of the day here, and it looks like things are going to kind of work out for us here. I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as like the numbers went for followers. They were rising up until August started, and then they started to drop down very slowly. So we're going to get the moment of truth in a second. They're halfway done with OneOS design, the OneOS 3 design already. We have our fingers crossed here. We're waiting 110,000 with prominent marketing. So how many copies is that? Because it's not a super expensive piece of software. So 110,000, 7,900 copies. I definitely expected more than that, but again, with the marketing, and maybe it'll come around. Hopefully we can make money on it and not lose money like we did with Vision Shop. But we charged 20 bucks for this. It's not a lot of money at all. Let's see if we can port this. Is there anything for us to port it to? Let's give that to add Opus to port. Let's see. We do have operating systems to port it to. We can do these two here because they have users on it, which we want to do. Let's do that. Give them something to work on right there. That'll be good. And then we'll let them work on this as well. But I think that's going to do it for this one, folks. We're going to have this set to release for January. Let's go ahead and do that. January of 82 is going to be the release date for that one. So that gives us 4 months left to work on that. And we'll start the marketing in about November or so for it as well. We'll take a quick look at the review. One Logic. We haven't heard from One Soft Ink before, but they're pretty new in the audio scene, blah, blah, blah. It's has been a positive surprise. Is a great value and expected to sell very well. They need to make a name for themselves, up the marketing, right? So that's kind of the standard the way things go. But we're going to leave it here. Again, guys, leave your comments below. Thank you for checking us out with me, stopping by and hanging out. I'll see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.